1C62NV here. We're working on the 73 Stingray floppy mirrors. All the rest of you've had the issue. You're familiar with it. You can see what I've done here. I soaked the mirrors. There's two of them, of course. Soaked them in lacquer thinner for about an hour or two to soften up the bonding agent that was holding them on, and they slipped right off. No big deal. Cleaned them up, put them to the side. Dropped one of them, broke it. Not that big of a deal. Just ordered a replacement mirror, 12 bucks. Be here tomorrow or whenever. But the issue is this spring plate right here that goes on these risers that are cast into the housing. Over time, the spring gets weak. They've got a rivet on them that's smashed in place. They're not adjustable. I've seen people striking on them with a center punch. That's a temporary fix. What I did was ground the heads off, shaped them up real well, drilled them with a small bit, I think it was 7/64, tapped them with 632 tap. If I can get it out here, this little guy has some small sheet metal screw, pan head screws there, stainless. Threaded it, took a washer, here's the finished product, took a washer and put between the screw and the spring plate, but yet the washer will slip over the diameter, the outside diameter of this standpipe, which what it does, the stand, whatever the hell it is, it allows the spring plate to be compressed a little bit tighter when you tighten these two screws, and ultimately it'll look like this after it's assembled, and it's no longer floppy. Stays put, perfect, strong, moderate attention that you need, and then you can. I'll run, and I'm not a filmer, so I'm filming with a potato today. That shit happens. But then you can take your mirror, put the bonding agent on it, put it back in, put it back on the car, drive the car. Save you 70 or 80 bucks or whatever these aftermarket mirrors are. I don't know, it didn't cost me anything but a little bit of time. And I was in Corvette piddle mode since the weather in South Texas is crappy, and I'm waiting on it to change any minute now, so it'll be normal again, whatever normal is. So anyhow, that's how it's done. It should look like that when you're done. Some people use silicone. I'm going to put it back in with epoxy after I clean this up. It's important to clean up this little grip range right here. But yeah, you can do this with a hand tools. Like I said, I was piddling in here and took a Dremel the head of it off, popped the spring plate out, and hand drill right down the center of it. You want to be real careful when you're drilling. Don't drill all the way through. You'll end up drilling through the back of the mirror. But drill as deep as you can. And a good rule of practice is if you have a drill bit, make you a mark and then put some tape around it so it'll give you an idea how far down you want to drill, and you'll stop when that tape hits this little edge. Now the only other thing you may encounter, and it's not the end of the world. Let me turn this around here. If you'll notice, it's quite possible that the screw heads will stick up slightly higher than the attaching points for the mirror, which means this part may contact the back of your mirror. If it does, you could just take your Dremel or take some suitable device and grind the heads of these off flatten them out considerably. There'll still be an ample slot there to tighten them up if you need to. This particular one is set. I don't ever plan on taking it back apart. I'm gonna throw it away next time around. They're Loctited in, so if I need to, I'm just gonna grind some of the top of the head off to clear this little guy right here. There's 4 of them, just to make sure that the mirror sits down correctly and it's not held up prematurely, so it looks like it's sitting pretty good. Enough bonding agent underneath there might accommodate it. I don't know. But anyway, that's the simple solution. I could have spent 80 bucks. Instead, I fixed up the 75 model mirrors that I'm putting on my 73 because they're a little bit bigger, and I just like a little bit bigger mirror. So, good luck.